Woo! All right, my fellow babies, good morning. It is Monday. Monday may be sucky for you, but it's fantastic for me because it's Cartooning Monday. Welcome to Cartooning Monday here at my studio, Overhold Art and Entertainment Studio, and I'm your party artist. Yes, my name is Kim Overhold, here to help you have fun and learn a little bit about cartooning and maybe a little bit extra while you're here in the Niagara area. While you live in the Niagara area with me, I hope you have a fantastic day. Oh, let me just give you a little bit of information for you guys who don't know me. If you want to know a little bit more about me, check out my website. I don't have the fancy graphics just yet, but I'm working on it. KimOverholt.com. Check me out. And I always say if you want to really learn about something, what you need to do is just get a little bit of practice in there. When we get practicing, we all get good, right? All right, so let me get you started with Cartooning Monday. All right. All right, so thank you very much for tuning in. I am your party artist. Like I said, my name's Kim Overholt. Yes, and I love to try and keep everything pretty status quo. I try to be here all the time if I can. I have my days where it's like, am I going to make it? I don't know. Are we going to make it? I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm going to show you how to get started with a little bit of art. If you've never done art before, if you're one of those people who's like, I can't even draw a stick figure. Well, I'm going to show you how to draw a stick figure, and we'll go from there. We'll basically get you started and put you in a better direction than when you started when you got here. How's that sound? Well, we'll try anyways. All right, so what I usually do is I get my nice little whiteboard over here, and I start to give you a little bit of a spiel about what I do here. So here at Overhold Art and Entertainment Studio, I like to have a lot of fun with you guys. I am not 100%, like a very. I like to like take it easy while I'm showing you art because the thing about art is it's a relaxing thing for me. It's like when I practice an instrument or when I practice anything that I do, it all just makes me feel better in the long run because I'm bettering myself as a human being, right? I know, yes, you've seen a sweater before. It is a cold place, so I like to keep myself very warm. I love this sweater. It's the most toastiest one I could ever find. I think in Canada, we all need to have like one of these as like pockets too, which is great. I love pockets. But neither here nor there. Welcome to Cartooning Monday, where I will show you how to get started with, if you haven't made a stick figure before, we're going to make some stick figures right now. Sorry I'm a little bit late today. I was hearing great news about my prime minister resigning, and I just wanted to see if there was actually where I could pick it up. But unfortunately, I ran out of time, and it was just things I got to do before I get started, and blah, 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 blah. So, but no excuses for not getting you started. Let me get you started. Okay. So when you start with basic drawing, you start with your four basic shapes. With the four, you think? What the four? First one is a triangle. Next one is a circle. Next one is square. And then I do one that's called the random one, where it could be like, it could be round, it could be angled, it can be some kind of weird kind of shape of some sort that you can make into your own. Use your imagination and play with it. And you can use other different shapes around it, and you can build on it and turn it into something kind of neat and funky if you want to. But the great thing about learning with your basic shapes is you get to know the basics. This is the basics of getting yourself started. So, and oh, you know what I usually do? I went in the wrong direction because one thing I like to do, because it mentions Overhold Art and Entertainment Studio, is this. Watch this. Okay. Overhold. Art. And entertainment. And then there's this wild little thing that goes on here. What goes on here? This is what this is all about. Anyways, so your basic shapes. This is how you get started. If you know your numbers, your letters. Whenever I've taught anybody, that's the first thing I'd say. As long as you know how to do your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s, and you know how to do some basic shapes, like I say, the square, the circle, and the triangle. These are all things that'll get you into drawing, into doing anything, as long as you remember how to use your pen as well. And if you don't know how to use your pen while you're drawing, let me show you how, because this is what you do when you're writing. You write like this. But when you are drawing, this is where things get a little bit changed. You draw like you're holding on to a drumstick. I always say, don't hold your pen like you're holding on to a pen. You hold it out like you're holding on to a drumstick. And it changes the way you move, the dynamic of your hand, the way you move your arm, and the way you move your body. You know, it's all in the flexibility of being an artist. So you have to, it gives you soft little lines or hard lines like these ones over here. So you can go from really soft to really dark. Let me try that again. Sometimes it all depends on the pen that you're using too. And sometimes you can make little light lines, and sometimes you can make like nice little heavy lines too. So play with your pen. Get you started just by just playing with the basics of just drawing your name, do like your basic shapes, and then when you get good at doing all those things that I mentioned from previously, this is where you start to bring in a little bit of something different into your life. Now, I've been lately, and I'm bringing this to you guys because I think it's important too, exploring a little bit deeper with AI. Oh my gosh, here's a big thing. Have you guys been playing with this at all? A lot of people in college and universities are way beyond this point here of AI. You know, it's the point where they don't have to do anything. All they do is they ask it to do it for them. And they don't even have to lift a finger or think about it or delve into researching. It does it all for you. AI, I'm writing with a pen, is a research program, but it does so much more. And it has been showing to be able to do so much more when it comes to the basics, where you are doing your drawings. And as for me, I have my favorite, my Luna Sparkles, which I'll show you. Hold on a second. My Luna Sparkles, we were doing something during the summertime about Luna Sparkles, if you guys will recall. Okay, let me show you what we got going on here. Because now I'm taking AI and bringing it to the next level with my AI and my Luna Sparkles. I'll show you. Luna Sparkles, when I can get her into my thing here. So my artwork that I do. Yes, I do that. Yes, this is a pen, ballpoint pen. Let me see. Where are you, Luna? Luna Sparkles. She's going to become my newest creation. Okay, so this is what she started out like. Now, what I have plugged into the AI has become something bigger and better than myself. Let me tell you, I'm actually very surprised about the performance of something as simple as a an animation. And now I'm going to be taking my other animations that I did, like for her companion Twinkles and her helper Professor Wood, and I'm going to be feeding them into the AI and have them create something that'll kind of go along with her, and we're going to build up my own cartoon. Yes, and I'm going to be processing that cartoon, and I'll be posting it here on my channel too. Now I might get a different channel, or I might be letting you know about where this is where I'm going to be like doing all the basics. It's going to be your list right here for you guys. So AI can generate all kinds of characters, backgrounds, and even help with animation. Um, so we start with our basic cartoons, and we give it to AI, and we find out its capabilities. La, la, la. It has tools that make it so much easier. It aids artists. Okay, I'm reading from my little bit of a script that I have here. It aids artists in the tasks like coloring, inking, um, inking. Sorry, I'm reading. Oh my god. Where did it go? Inking and animation. Jeez, okay. Animation, inking, and coloring as well as freeing time up for more creative things for yourself to be able to do more designs and more stories for you. Um, AI tools will revolutionize the industry, opening doors to new styles and new stories, uh, and which is great because sometimes I've found a lot of the stories that I've been watching lately seem so repetitive and dull. Where I have so many great stories that I think would make great cartoons, and I can turn them into something positive and creative, which is great. It also will enable real-time animation, personalizing cartoons and immersive experiences virtually. You can have like virtual AI and AI-powered storytelling will redefine the art form, making cartooning more accessible and more attractive. So there are some great times ahead for all that stuff, and I'm really excited about that for you guys too. So this is like the basics for me to get me like this is for you guys too to start at the bottom, learning right from the start like what you need to know. And when I find out more, I give it to you because that way I learn and you learn, we learn together and we grow. And I love this channel to grow into something a little bit bigger than what it is. So let me just give you maybe a little bit of tips if you haven't tried AI before. So there's a few different ones. There's a everybody's favorite is that's the one that all the college students and everybody uses when they want to get their assignments done on time and then drink for the rest of the evening. And if you play in Facebook, I've been using for a lot of help for me when I was trying to come up with ideas. I get kind of bored and I'd be like, "Give me an idea," and it would say, "Okay, draw this," and I'd be like, "Okay, I'll draw that." And sometimes I would ask you, "Can you give me an example?" And it would spit out a picture, and I would just make it as close to its original idea and see what it would look like. Because I like changing my styles too, so I have no problem with changing styles. And then there's also I haven't used it yet, but I guess on X they got that, and I guess it's supposed to be just as good. And there's all kinds. When you start getting into drawing, there's all kinds of different ones to choose from. And like I say, I'm at the basics at the bottom, and I'm hoping to make my way upwards to get better and bigger, and hopefully get you guys interested in some of the cartooning that I do, and come around more often to learn about it and hang out with me because that's what it is all about is just being able to show you guys in a fun and very fluid environment of how to just enjoy being an artist and doing this kind of thing. So like I say, today is cartooning Monday, so Tuesday is magic Tuesday. Okay, so let me just do this. So cartooning, so we have cartooning on Monday today, and Tuesday is magic Tuesday. Now I might change my stuff around where, and this is because we're in a brand new year and things are getting a little bit different. So we can learn Magic Tuesday can become something more of learning about the magic of AI on Tuesdays. Who knows? We can throw it in there. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday. Oh, wellness on Wednesday. And that's where we can learn about how art can make us feel better about ourselves. Because God knows there's days where I'm like under the gun, under the weather, and when I start drawing, it just makes me feel 110% better. All right, and of course, Entertainment Thursday on Thursday can be all kinds of stuff. That can be me drawing, me playing my ukulele for you, being a ham, doing maybe a little bit of acting, maybe a little bit of maybe show and tell, that kind of thing. And then Friday is when I ask for your feedback. Feedback Friday. That's an A. So Feedback Friday, where I hang out for a little while, hang out and see what kind of things are going on. Maybe give you a little bit more information. I always in between here will always try to give you like more info that I knew from before. So I'm always improving. Years I've been doing this now, and at first it's been kind of like no particular rhyme or reason, but now I've gotten myself into a nice little topic of the week kind of thing to give you guys something to start with. And now that I've added AI into the mix, it's going to come to a new level. And I'm so excited about what I could be able to do for you guys. What I need from you, though, is just your attendance. And you know what? I would love it because again, my stats still say that there are people that kind of look for a little while and then they leave. But you know what? I'd love it if you would subscribe. Subscribing gives me a little bit more of an idea of who's out there. And, you know, if you have something that's in particular you like to do, you can let me know in the comments below. Like, I am very flexible. You should see me. I used to be a magician's assistant. I'm very flexible. But giving you some ideas about what direction to move in, and maybe help you along the way. If you have any questions for me, I am more than grateful and more than happy to help you. I mean, that's why we got the chat going on. That's live. I'm live. There might be times where I might start doing some things where, if you know, I've been doing this for a while, live for a while. So maybe I'm going to start doing some sequencing and getting this going a little bit more with a flow so that I don't have to be here all the time, but I will still do Cartooning Monday, Magic Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Entertainment Thursday, and Freaky Feedback Friday. So I always want to be here for you so that you can have something going on and, you know, enjoy your little stay here with me because I enjoy having you come in and hanging out with me. And I enjoy being a ham. Like I say, I love to be able to play. I love to be able to show you guys all kinds of stuff with doing art for not just, you know, for your own your well-being, because it is, you know, if you're like me, you're a starving artist. You got next to nothing and you got nothing to lose, right? So this is the whole thing about it. You just got to keep on doing it. So you just got to draw. You got to come up with ideas. You got to come up with things that will excite you, make you feel happy about picking up that pencil and doing something, making it something that's a creation of your own that nobody else has any idea about. But maybe you have some kind of final say in the way things go in this life. And you do. I mean, you weren't put here just to kind of sit here and watch. You were meant to be here so that you could participate. Participation is part of the reason that I keep coming back because I love to participate. I love giving it a little bit of a college try. I love throwing things out into the mix and seeing what's going to, you know, what's going to come of it. What's going to come of it? That's the thing. Ah, the way the things go, we want to keep it as authentic and as true as possible. So that's why I keep coming back, because I am an artist. I love to draw. I love to sing. I love to write. I love to contribute. I love to, you know, when I'm at my regular job, um, there I walk through the mall all the time. And right now at the mall, they have this little section that they have kind of one, two, three, four seats, and then like a middle section. And lately, I've been kind of just thinking I should grab my ukulele, go into that middle section, and just start playing for people just who are sitting there at the benches, just for something to do, because I think that would be fun. But I don't want to get in trouble with them all either, so I would have to ask them if that was something that they would think that was kind of neat. I might do it. I might not do it. It may just be a thing, but it's that feeling inside of me like I want to give something to people to make them happier because God knows there's a lot of bad stuff that's going down, and we need to kind of lighten the load, if you know what I mean, by giving people a little bit back to them, you know, because people We've been suffering for way too long, and we deserve a little bit of payback, right? A little bit of payback would be nice. Yeah, and that's why I love to bring this to you. It's just so that you can try it out for yourself, see if you like it. I'm not asking much. I'm just asking for you to subscribe and hang out with me. And if you find that yeah, this isn't exactly what I had in mind. She's not really teaching me what I know. That's when you get to move on and maybe find somebody that's a little bit more of a particular. But we're going to try and keep ourselves to a nice keel. We're going to keep ourselves with learning more about AI and stuff into the future because as I show you the basics of just doing your ABCs, one, two, threes, and a little bit of drawing, you have to find out what's your motivation to keep going with your drawing. I can only show you the door. It is you that has to walk through it. Eventually, you're going to come to a point where you're going to be loving a lot of the different things that you do and finding yourself going in a different directions from where I am. So, what you find is good for you will be better for you in the future than what I do for myself. And this is where, we all kind of contribute into something bigger, into a bigger thing, and we all try to make it all better, make it as big and good for everybody. This is a part of where community comes in to just one voice speaking alone, where we have many voices speaking and doing the same thing and enjoying it. Yes, that's the most part. I just want you guys to just enjoy your time being here. I don't like to be too strict or too serious. We gotta have a little fun with it because if you don't play, there's something just missing from the idea that we spent most of our lives just trying to be serious to get old enough and find out this is way too serious. You got to lighten up a little bit. So yeah, you lighten up by just learning how to draw. And like I say, you start with basic shapes: your circle, your triangles, your squares, and you can kind of link them all together in some wild, really mysterious way to make it fun for you to kind of understand. Put it into your own perspective. Find things that resonate with you and put them all together into some wild kind of like ceremonial, who knows kind of thing. It could be whatever you choose it to be. We play around with all kinds of ideas. We play around with all kinds of art. We play around with all kinds of different wording. We play around with our own mortality sometimes. Yes, you always have to be careful. And I don't know what I mean by that, but those of you who are out there who are on a little bit of psychic twinkle, you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, because Tuesday is Magic Tuesday, and usually I have a little psychic twinkle for all of you out there, and I give you a little bit of a design and a little bit of uh, a tarot card reading and tell you what makes it fun. But what makes it fun for Cartoon Monday is the idea that you can draw anything you want to, if you really, really want to. And it's all a matter of just lots of practice. Getting good at it makes you better. The more you do it, the better you get. The more you understand how to make it happen. And not just, what makes it happen, but to be able to do it for yourself. Right? Easy. How do you think the guys from The Simpsons got started? How do you think the guys from whatchamacallit, well, hey, some of your favorite cartoons, how do you think they got started? They started off just like we did with pen and eraser, pencil eraser or pen, and digging a little deeper into painting and getting a little bit more into ideas for stories, and then putting them all together and bringing you some interesting things. Let me show you this is from my ideas for when I was doing Inktober back in October. So, like I say, there's always, like, you always should be practice every chance that you get to have a little fun with a lot of stuff, because you never know what kind of interesting things you could start drawing for yourself. Isn't that neat? Look at that. It almost looks like it's a deep forest. You feel like you can follow your eye into the forest, don't you? Yes. See, things like that, and you get you really excited. Something cute, a little dancing satyr, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's the fun part of drawing, and the basics of showing you how to get it all going. So another Luna Sparkles. And oh yeah, I'm going to show you some ideas that I had going. Like, I was going to do this film based on the number 70, The Color Purple, and I had some ideas going to make something that was kind of what was that guy called? Picasso-ish. I was going to make something Picasso-ish happening, but I ended up making more Luna Sparkles. Upgrading Luna Sparkles to make her look a little cuter, a little prettier, and doing some facial features and stuff like that. So, you know what? Playing with the idea, Luna Sparkles, this is what I'm working on. The next step is going to go to computer and make Luna Sparkles come to life. And when that happens, we're going to have some great stuff starting. And I can't wait to get started with you guys. And like I say, this is going to be a whole new year full of all kinds of great things going on. And I'm getting you started with me too. So I'm going to be playing a little bit with AI today and seeing what I can come up with. Oh, oops. Oh. And hey, there's my pencil. And there's my eraser. See, I have my pencil and eraser in hand too. Always ready to go. I've got my big book of dreams. I've got stories I'm writing down in here. Lots of dreaming, big stories going down in there. And more ideas from my previous. I'll show you some more of my previous stuff that I've got like stuff like that. I got like my friend Jean. There we go. I got my like little concert, doing drawings, paintings. And this is multimedia because it's watercolor, pencil crayon, and whiteout. Pencil crayon and watercolor for Patrick Swayze, that kind of thing. This is kind of stuff that I like to do. I did a whole mural that kind of looked like that down in the H&M lunchroom for the fall-winter seasons. And, I do stuff like that. I've done tattoo work. I've got this kind of stuff where you can look at it that way, or you can look at it that way. Ta-da. And of course, yeah, back to that. All right, so go try some stuff for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. I will see you again tomorrow for more cartooning, and it's Magic Tuesday, so we're going to do some cartooning. We can do some cartooning tomorrow for sure. Or we're going to delve a little bit deeper into AI, so I can give you some ideas and some suggestions on what you should do to get better at AI. And in the meantime, if you want to know a little bit more about me, look up my website, practice, and in the meantime, too, I'm going to get some music here for you. Da-da-da-da. Just oh, that's not it. Hold on. There we go. All right. So in the meantime, I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you have a fantastic day. We're going to end it with a little bit of love for you guys. Welcome to 2025. I hope you have a great one. Peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, as my mom used to say. And wow, Happy New Year. This is going to be a great one. Wait and see. I've got it all planned out for you guys. We're going to hang out, have fun, drink a little, talk a little, get to know each other, and have a lot of fun. All right? So in the meantime, peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, as my mom used to say. And I hope you have a fantastic day. All right? So we'll see you soon. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So many good things coming. I can't wait.